The Catalan opening open defense makes an appearance as Sapenov and Kishiev prepare for a tactical duel in Fide World Cadet Youth Rapid Blitz Championships 2025 Blitz Open U18 Round 10. On d4. Knight f6. On c4. On e6. Knight f3. On d5. On g3. On takes c4. This position is typical of Catalan opening open defense. Bishop g2. On a6. King castled kingside. Sapenov intends to play Knight e5. Bishop e7. Knight a3. Knight bd7. Knight takes c4. King castled kingside. Knight a5 and take decisive advantage. Knight c6 played by Kishiev. Queen c2. Threatening queen takes c4. Knight takes d4 played by Kishiev. Knight takes d4. Queen takes d4. Knight d2. Threatening knight takes c4. On c3 played by Kishiev. Threatening pawn takes d2. On takes c3 played by Sapenov. Queen c5. On c4. Bishop e7. Rook b1. On c6. Rook b3. It is novelty move. Queen h5. Bishop f3. Threatening bishop takes h5. Queen g6 played by Kishiev. Threatening queen takes c2. Knight e4 played by Sapenov. Knight d7. Rook d1. Knight e5. Bishop g2. King castled kingside. Bishop b2. Threatening bishop takes e5. Knight g4 played by Kishiev. Queen c1. On e5. On c5. Bishop f5. Knight d6. Threatening rook takes b7. Bishop c2 played by Kishiev. Rook takes b7. Take a moment to spot the best move for Kishiev. Bishop takes d1 is logical continuation as Queen takes d1. Rook a b8. Rook b3. Rook takes b3. On takes b3. Rook d8. Kishiev heading towards winning. Let's analyze the main line. Kishiev is aiming to play Rook a d8. Rook takes b7. Bishop takes d1 and dominate the board. Rook takes b7 played by Sapenov. Bishop g5. Take a moment to spot the best move for Sapenov. Rook d2 is logical continuation as Bishop f5. On e3. Knight takes e3. On h4. Knight takes g2. On takes g5. Sapenov heading towards winning. Let's analyze the main line. Bishop g5 is an inaccurate played by Kishiev. Threatening bishop takes c1. On e3. Slightly worse move played by Sapenov. Sapenov is looking to play Rook e1. Rook a b8. Rook takes b8. Rook takes b8. On h3 and increase their advantage significantly. Bishop takes d1 played by Kishiev. Queen takes d1. Time to think. Find the best continuation for Kishiev. Knight takes e3 is logical continuation as pawn takes e3. Bishop takes e3 check. King h1. Bishop takes c5. Knight e4. Bishop d4. Kishiev have small advantage. Let's proceed to the main game. Queen takes d1. On h5 slightly worse move played by Kishiev. Bishop takes c6. Rook a d8. Do not rush. Can you find the strongest move for Sapenov? Queen d2 is a strong choice, since on h4, on h3, knight f6, on g4, knight e8, bishop takes e5. Sapenov heading towards winning. Let's proceed to the main line. Rook a d8, bishop d5. Pause the video and find the best move for Kishiev. Knight takes e3 is best move here because pawn takes e3. Bishop takes e3 check. King g2. Bishop takes c5. Knight takes f7. Rook takes d5. Position is equal. Let's proceed to the main game. Bishop d5 is not the best move played by Sapenov. Sapenov is looking to play on e4. Knight f6. Bishop takes e5. Knight takes d5. Queen takes d5 and increase their advantage significantly. Queen f6 is a mistake played by Kishiev. Queen e2. Take a moment to spot the best move for Kishiev. Rook takes d6 is best move here because pawn takes d6. Queen takes d6. Bishop b3. Queen g6. Rook c7. Pawn a5. Still Kishiev is losing. Let's analyze the main game. Kishiev might go for queen takes f2 check. King h1. Queen takes h2 mate and seize the initiative. Queen e2 played by Sapenov. Sapenov is looking to play rook takes f7. Rook takes f7. Bishop takes f7 check and take decisive advantage. Rook b8. Slightly worse move played by Kishiev. Bishop takes f7 check. King h8. Threatening rook takes b7. Rook takes b8 played by Sapenov. Rook takes b8. Bishop b3. Rook f8. Think carefully what is the best move for Sapenov. Pawn f4 is a strong choice, since queen e7. Pawn takes g5. Rook f2. Queen takes f2. Knight takes f2. King takes f2. Sapenov have small advantage. Let's analyze the main variation. Rook f8. Knight e4. Time to think. Find the best continuation for Kishiev. Queen c6 is the right idea because knight takes g5. Rook takes f2. Queen takes f2. Knight takes f2. King takes f2. Queen takes c5. Still Kishiev is losing. Let's go to the main variation. Knight e4. Slightly worse move played by Sapenov. Queen f5. Stop here and find the strongest move for Sapenov. Bishop c2 is a strong choice, since bishop h6, on h3, knight takes e3, pawn takes e3, queen takes h3, bishop c1. Sapenov have small advantage. Let's proceed to the main game. Threatening knight takes f6. Queen f5. Slightly worse move played by Kishiev. Bishop d5. Think carefully what is the best move for Kishiev. Bishop takes e3 is a strong choice, since pawn takes e3, knight takes e3, bishop c4, knight takes c4, queen takes c4, queen f3. Position is equal. Shifting to the main game. Kishiev is preparing to play. Queen takes e4, bishop d4, pawn takes d4, bishop c2, queen e6, queen d3, queen h6, pawn f4, bishop d8, bishop b1 and seize the initiative. Bishop d5 is a mistake played by Sapenov. Sapenov wants to play pawn h4, queen d7, queen d3, bishop h6, bishop c3 and seize the initiative. Queen d7 is not the best move played by Kishiev. Threatening queen takes d5. Bishop b3 played by Sapenov. Sapenov is preparing to play pawn h3, queen c6, bishop c2, knight takes f2, knight takes f2 and dominate the board. Queen f5 played by Kishiev. Kishiev intends to play queen takes e4, bishop d4, pawn takes d4, bishop c2, queen e6, queen d3, queen h6, pawn f4, bishop d8, bishop b1 and dominate the board. Bishop c2 played by Sapenov. Sapenov is planning to play pawn h3, knight takes e3, queen takes h5 check and put immense pressure on the opponent. Rook b8 played by Kishiev. Threatening rook takes b2. Bishop c3 played by Sapenov. Bishop e7, pawn h3. Threatening pawn takes g4. Knight h6 played by Kishiev. King g2. Sapenov intends to play pawn c6, queen e6, queen takes h5 and seize the initiative. Queen e6 played by Kishiev. Bishop b3. Threatening bishop takes e6. Queen c6 played by Kishiev. Threatening queen takes e4 check. Queen c4 played by Sapenov. Rook d8. Bishop takes e5. Pause the video and find the best move for Kishiev. Rook f8 is logical continuation as bishop a4, queen g6, bishop f4, pawn h4, pawn c6, pawn takes g3. Still Kishiev is losing. Let's proceed to the main variation. Bishop takes e5. Rook e8. Take a moment to spot the best move for Sapenov. Bishop a4 is best move here because Queen c8. Bishop takes e8. Queen takes e8. Pawn c6. Queen c8. Pawn c7. Sapenov have small advantage. Let's analyze the main variation. Rook e8 slightly worse move played by Kishiev. Pawn f4 is a mistake played by Sapenov. Sapenov is aiming to play Bishop a4. Queen c8. Bishop takes e8 and take decisive advantage. Knight f5 played by Kishiev. Threatening knight takes e3 check. King f3 played by Sapenov. Queen g6. Queen f7. Sapenov is aiming to play Queen takes g6. Bishop f6. Queen takes h5 check. Knight h6. Bishop takes f6. King h7. Knight g5 check. King h8. Queen takes h6 mate and seize the initiative. Queen takes f7 played by Kishiev. Bishop takes f7. Rook c8. Bishop e6. Victory for Sapenov. After a hard-fought battle, Kishiev resigned, conceding the game.